So I recently saw the movie Ready Player One, and as you might know, one of the biggest appeals of the movie is numerous references to other franchises, and after watching it, there are a ton. And I did actually really enjoy the movie and would recommend it, especially with just all the references to other games and gaming related franchises and that kind of thing. But if you've seen some of the trailers, then you might know that there is some Halo related stuff kind of sprinkled throughout the movie, and there's actually a lot more than I thought there would be. So I thought it would be fun to go through all of the Halo things I saw in the movie and just kind of talk about them. There's not too many, so this will be a pretty short video, but again, the movie was just jam-packed, so there may be one or two I didn't see, but overall I'm pretty sure I found them all, and it was just really awesome seeing Halo stuff on the big screen in a pretty good movie. This also won't include spoilers for the actual movie, except for these Easter eggs, none of which are really spoilery. So in the beginning, they're going through this tour of the Oasis, which is the virtual world a lot of the movie takes place in, and it's showing all these people fighting, and it just shows one of the side characters using the assault rifle, and like I said, that happened pretty soon into the movie, and it was just awesome. I instantly recognized it, which was super satisfying, and there's really just not much to say, but the assault rifle actually really reminded me of the Halo 2 Anniversary look, which I like a lot. So yeah, that was the first one, and it was just pretty cool and simple. The next one's kind of hard to describe, but it was basically this huge store inside the Oasis with all these different booths for different games that people would buy stuff for their avatars. And sure enough, Halo had one booth with Master Chief just trying out different weapons. He had the assault rifle in his hands, and there were some other weapons up next to him, but I couldn't really get enough look to see what they were. I also just loved this room since there were so many other booths like Borderlands and Street Fighter that were surrounding it, and it actually visually kind of reminded me of the Halo Recruit VR thing, if you know what I'm talking about, that they had at like select Microsoft stores, but it was still cool, and this idea of a Halo store inside the Oasis where you could buy different stuff for your avatar is just awesome and really cool. Next was the one you've probably already seen in the trailer, but in the big final battle there are just tons of different avatars from all these different franchises, and you actually see lots of Spartans running and shooting, and this was just really cool. This wasn't a huge surprise since I'd already seen it in the trailers, but it was still nice to see, and something that was actually a surprise to me was seeing also elites in the final battle. I don't remember any of the specifics other than the fact that they were yelling, and it showed their mandible looking things, and that was just really awesome. Obviously it was all the current Spartans and the current Chief Mark 6 Gen 2 suits that we've kind of seen in Halo 4 and 5, very similar to the prologue of Halo 4. So yeah, it wasn't a big deal, but it was just cool seeing it again, and I love seeing it in the actual movie. And really the last one I saw was at the end battle, and it's basically this really cool thing where they're pulling out different weapons from all these different franchises to fight with, and at one point they pull out the original Spanker rocket launcher, and I just had the biggest smile on my face. At first I wasn't even sure if that's what it was, but then they fired it and I heard that classic sound, and it even locked on and curved and was just so satisfying, and I absolutely loved it. What made it even better was that they were actually shooting it out of the DeLorean from Back to the Future, so it was just really cool and just a really awesome combination. So yeah guys, those were really the only Halo references I could find in Ready Player One. This was actually kind of a lot considering the movie is already stuffed with hundreds of other Easter eggs, and again I would definitely recommend seeing this movie if you haven't already, and especially if you play games on any level. So don't forget to tell me in the comments below what you thought about these references, and if you've seen the actual movie, you can also mention that. Alright guys, thanks for watching, Majestic Gaming.